1212.
Yeah,
it's the DJ Diz. This what it is. Podcast. I got my right hand man with me, Southside Seas.
Yeah, man, in the building.
And today, of course, we got our special guest, Mr. Rothstein, the producer.
I appreciate you for having me, bro.
I appreciate you for coming out, man.
Real thing.
And you know, with this whole quarantine and everything, I appreciate you for coming through and spreading your love.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Giving us some knowledge before we got on cam.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Sitting back,
Definitely.
just talking
Much
artistry,
needed.
talking production, talking the music business and the industry. We're gonna get into all of that today on this podcast. You dig?
Sure, bro.
See, we'll start with you, man. How you feel today, man? What your week look like?
Good, man. My week was okay. You know, I had a real scare this week.
Alright,
It was very scary.
dive in, man.
Kind of
What's up?
trivial at times, but you know, as far as this COVID-19 situation, I'm very sympathetic to everyone that's at home because I'm still essential personnel and I'm going to work every goddamn day for you niggas.
Okay.
So, you know, thank me and thank you as well. But
Shout out to all our essential personnel too, man.
I had a wicked scare this week. So I'm at work. Paint the picture. I'm at work. My phone goes off. I only talk to people that I have contact with. You know,
Right.
if your phone number comes up on my line and I don't know you, I don't pick it up.
Yeah, no unidentified
No,
objects.
no unidentified people, never. So I get a FaceTime call this week. And I'm like, FaceTime? It's a weird number. I don't know who this is. I open a face call. I open a line.
Why'd you do it?
Just because I'm thinking this
just
could be
fucking with you.
something. This is different. We live in different days and
I'm just
times
fucking
nowadays. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna do something different. You know, it's a FaceTime. This may be one of our fans to the DJ Diz Pod Show.
Oh,
so
man.
I open the call. It's a whole Caucasian doctor. Like he real white too. Like all white hair, whole mask on his face. And I'm shook daddy off top. Oh my God, I'm dead. I'm dead. They coming to get me. They sending FEMA. Oh my God, I'm done. He said, can I speak to Miss Walker? I say, nah, bro, ain't no Miss Walker here. Ain't no Miss Walker here. You got the wrong number. Am I okay? I'm like, oh, well, let me check my paperwork.
Oh man.
Oh
Now I'm scared again.
Yo,
I'm scared all
first
over
thing
again.
I would have thought of, I would have
all
thought
over
of my
again.
family off top. I'd
Yeah,
be like, yo, no way this is happening. No way that one of my people's got the COVID and they contacted me via FaceTime, which would be weird anyway.
Yeah, I was so
but,
scared.
Yeah, that's wild. Like even if for Miss Walker or whoever she,
Yeah,
you know,
like,
say she is, don't contact me FaceTime.
I don't know if it was a COVID-19 situation for Miss Walker, but when I saw him in his mask and his white face, I know I had it.
Well,
I'm like, oh my God, I got this shit. But long story short, he checked his paperwork. It was wrong. He didn't have me. I screenshotted the shit out of him. I'm gonna post him later. But
man,
I'm good. We
don't
still
post it,
COVID free over here. You know, we still eating good. We're fine. But that was how my week pretty much went.
That's what
This
it
week.
is, man. Alright, so to our special guest this week, Stan Rothstein Beats. How was your week, man? How you feel this week, man?
Man, this week, man, this past week, man, it went by pretty good, man. We had a video shoot for one of my artists, KT the God.
Okay.
So we dropping her debut album June 4th.
That's
You know
dope.
what I mean?
That's dope.
So, we're trying to still move around and be active while, everything is still going on.
Facts,
you know what I'm
facts.
saying? But
Got to. The business don't stop.
yeah, but it's crazy because the city of Norfolk actually shut us. Well, the PD pulled up on us when we were trying to shoot this rooftop scene. We had the car club and everything, and then we just about set up.
Oh, y'all was more than 10 deep. Somebody ratted on
Yeah,
y'all.
somebody.
Somebody ratted on y'all. It was more
But
than
we,
10
but
deep.
we happened to look across from the parking garage, and it's like people apartments. Everybody in their window, people with their phones, like recording us.
Yeah.
Like, yo, everybody dressed in all black.
They don't got nothing
Yeah.
to
You
do.
know what I'm saying?
Nobody
Everybody
has
dressed in
nothing
all
to do.
black. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, one of them was a snitch.
somebody snitched. So yeah, they shut
Yeah,
us
there was
down.
5 of them. Probably
Yeah.
5 to 12 of them that was
Oh
watching
yeah,
the
yeah.
racket.
Somebody called. So but it actually worked out in our favor because we found an even better location.
Okay, that's
So
dope.
that
man. That's good,
sometimes
that's good.
Things are supposed to happen that way. So
That's what's up,
so
man.
the shot got even doper. So we dropping the video on April 30th. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So,
cool,
what's up,
cool.
man? Y'all
That's
look out
what
for
I
that.
got
What's the artist name again?
KT the guy.
KT the God. Look out for her, man. For sure.
Shouts, respect.
You know what? My week was about iffy, man. Like I said, I want to start off by giving a big shout out and a RIP to my aunt Diane, man. She passed away.
Rest in
And
peace,
you know
auntie.
what I'm saying? I went to her funeral this week. But besides that, I've been on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the up and up this week. You know what I mean? Getting through this quarantine the best I can. I did a virtual classroom again this week. So it's always good to, see my students.
How are your students? Like,
They dope, man.
is everybody showing up? Is niggas like
No.
how
People
you
still late.
Niggas is
They
still
not
late
late.
for online school.
They not, man. You know what? Some of them showing up. The ones that I expect to show up are Some of them not, man, but it is what it is. Glad to see some of them and they doing good. They hit me
Alright,
up. They like, yo,
yeah,
Mr.
that's
Todd,
what's
we chilling. So.
Well, big up to all of the students that's still
shout out to
truant
all the
on
kids.
online school.
Yeah, man. Big up to all my students, man. That y'all follow me too. Y'all be skipping. I see y'all, man. Right? I see y'all. I know who be signing into them online classes.
Right.
But yeah, man, that was really it for my week, man. I ain't really do too much, man. Shit, what we talking about this week? We talking about hip hop. We talking about these good music and TV shows.
All that
good shit, man.
All that.
What's on the agenda screen, man? What it look like?
Top 5 hood movies.
Oh yeah, that was one of the main topics for this week.
Yeah,
Top
that's gonna
5
be
hood
big.
movies.
That's gonna be big.
So
It's
before we
No,
get
but
into,
Well, we not doing no versus thing. We got to have rules. It has to be rules.
So break it down. What's the rules?
I think the rules should be, we still have 3 people that, you always involved. Everybody got to say. But I feel like the rules of a hood movie doesn't just delegate to
a black movie.
Or a gangster movie. A hood movie could be super bad to some people.
Super bad.
Yeah.
It's not hood.
That's not a hood movie.
That was white people. They was
no,
hood. That was their neighborhood.
Shit, don't that.
I'm just
if
saying.
y'all
I'm just
think-
saying.
Listen, for y'all that's watching, if y'all think Superbad was a hood
It's
movie,
a hood movie.
just put a thumbs up.
For your hood.
Put a thumbs.
If you lived in San
put a thumbs
Bernardino,
down, that's all I'm saying.
if you lived in San Bernardino and you ain't have nobody to buy you liquor, then Superbad was a hood movie to
So
you.
neighborhood or hood, because there's a difference.
All right, for us
we
personally, I don't wanna make New Jack City versus something like, I don't know.
You what?
I don't know. Is the Brothers a hood movie?
No, look, you already lost because you said Superbad.
No, wait. Not
You
the
last.
Brothers. The
You
Brothers.
the last
Even
pick.
the Brothers. But is The Wood a hood movie?
Yeah, some people consider a hood movie.
Okay, but
you get last pick.
The Wood is not okay. I'm saying, but The Wood is not a New Jack City.
You get last pick because
Whatever.
Super bad shit. So I'm gonna start with you, man. Hood movies. What's your top 5 hood movies of all time?
All time.
all time.
All time, up to today.
There's a lot of classics.
It don't
too,
gotta be in
man.
a-
They don't gotta be in no order. They don't gotta be like, yo, this is my number
Five.
one.
You
But
know what I mean? Of course, you know, Friday is a hood movie.
Okay.
Friday.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Shout out to
See,
that
that's a
25th
comedy. See,
25th
that's what I'm
anniversary.
saying. That's what I'm
Boys in the
saying.
Hood is a hood.
20
Boys
25th
in the Hood,
anniversary.
you know, like South Central, you know.
Okay.
what I mean?
South Central.
South
That's
Central.
okay. Okay.
I'm just saying because you know, coming from like the West Coast,
Yeah,
is
you
like
from the West
it
Coast.
reflect your, you know,
Your environment.
reflect your environment. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
okay.
And then you
That's
got a
three.
hood movie like Shotters. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's big.
Shotters.
That's
Shotters
big.
is a, you know,
Belly.
that's a, you know, Belly. I mean, you
Hold on. You had 4.
I'm
You
just
only got
throwing-
one left.
I'm just
I'm
throwing
not,
one
no,
out
one
there.
left.
I'm throwing Belly in there because
All
I
right,
like.
well, that's your 5.
Yeah,
So
those
you
my
got-
repeat. I watch those.
So you got,
To
you
this
said
day.
Belly, Shotters, South Central, Boys in the Hood, and what was your first?
Friday.
Friday. Those was your hood movies.
was my-
That's a decent top
not
5.
bad. That's
It's a
not
little
bad.
weak though.
That's not
So-
bad. This
I mean,
nigga-
Shotters made your shit like that much tougher,
This nigga
but that
said
shit weak
super
though.
bad.
I'm just
So
saying, man.
I'm curious.
I know I ain't on that level. I'm
Everybody's
sorry,
hood
I ain't on that
experience is
level,
different.
man.
I'm curious.
Everybody's hood experience is different.
I'm
We from the
curious
South
to
Side, and yo from the West Coast. So everybody's hood experience is different.
Alright, so my joint would be similar, but just a little bit different. Like I got New Jack City.
I'm counting. Okay.
Alright, New Jack
1.
City in there. Do the right thing, yo.
2, definite.
Do the right thing.
Now you
'Cause
touching
you
into
know
my
what I mean?
shit.
Because
Alright.
to me, that's a hood
Education.
movie, but it was still like Spike Lee.
Education.
Come
That
on.
was Power Mover.
Yeah,
That
do,
was-
do
that
the
was-
right thing is in
Yeah.
there.
Alright, 2. 2.
Come
on.
It's a toss up between Boys in the Hood and Minister Society.
It ain't no
It's a
toss up.
toss-up.
It's
It
one or
is,
the
it
other
is.
or both. What are we doing? That you at 2 now? Come on. All right,
I'm
still
gonna go.
my
I'm
turn.
gonna go. Boys in the Hood.
3,
Belly
4.
and Poetic Justice.
Woo! 5. That's
I
hard.
gotta throw a little sauce in there.
He kind of gave me a little different outlook on the whole thing. But
Don't
that's what I
change
was
your
saying.
list up now.
I'm not changing nothing up. I'm just gonna
I really
fill
wanna
my
hear your list,
with
'cause
shit that you didn't
we
say.
already got
'cause
one.
We already
I
me
don't
and this
wanna
guy,
hear
me and this
niggas
guy.
change they
This
lists,
been
'cause
my
I
best
did,
friend for a
I
long
said my
time.
shit
From
easy.
first fights, the first girls, to all of that. So our tastes are kind of alike.
Aight.
But I'm gonna just say all of the shit that he didn't say because I agree with his 5 as well. Your 5 as well. So I'm gonna start off with Jason's lyric.
Okay.
1,
As
Scarface. 2, I definitely need Strapped
I
as
was
a
going. I
3.
was gonna say Strap. I was gonna say Strap.
I'm definitely gonna go Fresh
Yeah.
Fresh was my joint.
My top 5 hood movie, I gotta go old school on you niggas, man. The Mac.
Man. So
Man.
none of the movies that I named was on your 5.
That's what I said.
No,
You
no,
would have said
I
mine
got one
too.
for five, though.
You would have said mine too.
Why Higher Learning?
Higher Learning, definitely.
Does Higher Learning not bop any of your joints off that 5?
Highlander does not knock any of my movies off.
No.
I don't
No.
think that's strong enough.
I don't know.
Something that I didn't hear.
Harlem
that
Nights.
What about Juice?
yeah, Harlem Nights.
Juice?
Harlem Nights.
Juice is in my top
Juice,
5 too.
Juice definitely knocks. Jason's lyric
Juice
off my
might
list.
not poetic justice. Juice might not poetic
Juice
justice off
definitely
my
knocks
list.
Jason's lyric off my list.
Especially because I'm a
Y'all
DJ,
going-
man, and
y'all
how
going for
important that movie
Yeah,
meant to me.
Yeah.
I think I would knock that off my list.
Juice was big for the hoodlums, for the gangsters, and for the DJs.
What about
You
the
know what
movie
I'm saying?
Hoodlum?
Hoodlum was great. You talking about
The joint with
Lawrence
Lawrence
Fishburne.
Fishburne, yo.
Yeah, that was great
was that
too.
the Nicky Barnes
that was
story,
that
I
was for
think?
Chicago. That was for Chicago boys. You know what I mean?
Nah,
For real.
was it Chicago?
Yeah, that was for Chicago kids.
American Gangster.
No, it was Bumpy Knuckles. wasn't it? Who was it?
Above the
No,
Rim.
yeah, Hoodlum was in Harlem.
Hoodlum was
Hoodlum was
Harlem.
in
Okay, I thought that was in Chicago.
Above the rim,
Respect
above the rim can get in there.
Above the rim,
Jersey
above the
Drive.
rim. I just knocked off Jason's lyric. Above the rim, just knocked off Fresh on my list.
New Jersey Drive. I heard that. I heard that.
That's big
I heard
too.
that. Sunset Park.
Sunset hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sugar Hill.
Sugar
Sugar
Hill.
Hill. Romello.
Now we getting funky.
Yeah.
Now we getting
Yeah,
funky.
we getting this shit is real. This shit is getting real now.
So your 5 could be always mixed up, man.
It's always it's a
That's what I
definite
said, it's a
infinite.
lot, man.
Cause what was the joint with Martin? With the Ricky Fontaine is what they called him, the chicken nigga. What was that movie? What was that movie?
with Martin in the joint.
I
I don't know, man. You
no, Martin. It was the
Thin Line
club
Between Love
joint,
and
Thin
Hate.
Line.
oh, Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
That's a hood movie.
That's more like a black romantic movie.
Right.
That will go in the list with like Waiting to Exhale.
Okay, those definitely
You know
not
what I'm
hood
saying?
movies.
Joints like that, like a black.
I should have
love
made
movie.
that a rule. Just because
Jason-
your shit makes
Still ain't
BET
gotta go
list,
back.
don't make
Yeah,
that.
Jason Lyric could actually fall into that.
Right.
Hood
That falls in both
romantic
categories because
Right.
everybody can't be the fucking chief.
Yeah.
Some motherfucking and the
Yeah,
dead
Joint.
president.
Presidents.
Yeah.
Shout out to my
That
Uncle
wasn't a
Kev
hood
too,
movie.
man.
Yeah, it was a hood movie. That was a
Yeah.
hood movie.
No, that was a hood joint.
Because that was a lot of that at that time. Like your old man came home from the war, back around dead president's time. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a little younger, but you know what I mean. I'm looking at the picture right now.
And my
Like,
pops love that movie. Yo.
Yeah.
Real shit. My
Yeah.
pops love that movie.
It's
And
relatability.
fun fact about that movie, you know, Antoine Pops, that movie was about him. No bullshit.
your cousin?
Yeah.
Wow.
Antoine. No, not
Who was Cuddy?
Not Antoine. Antoine. Twizzy.
Oh.
Yeah, his pops. That movie was about his pops, yo.
Word.
Dead ass.
Shout out
yo.
to Twan, boy. Come
Dead
find
ass
me, boy.
shit.
I'm
Matter
on
of fact,
social media now.
If you up there, my uncle Kev Anderson, man, go up there and follow him, man. Like, the movie's about him. He actually, when he got out of jail, got in contact with the people that did the movie because they, like, you know, told some of the story wrong and fabricated some shit. But the story was really about him, yo.
They broke it a check.
He got the money.
Woo.
He got away with the money before all that shit. He was like, I ain't even tell you that, but he got away with the bread. He did, yo. He got away with the money.
Yeah, real talk.
And,
Real talk. That's
and
real.
that bank robbery, I mean the armored truck robbery was a real deal. He still got the newspaper and everything with the joint in it.
Yo, what's crazy is
Facts, yo.
like
Yeah,
a couple
facts.
of Halloweens ago, me and my wife did that press. You know what I'm saying? I gave her the best makeup job because you know I'm kind of artistic. You know what I mean?
man,
I could paint well. I used to draw. You know I used to draw. I was nice with it. But when it came time for me to get my makeup done, you know what I mean? It wasn't so artistic. You know what I'm saying?
They rushed this shit.
She didn't rush my shit. She just, you know,
She ain't take the time you took.
she didn't take the time I took.
It's alright, man. You and your feelings.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't take the time I took. You know what I'm saying? My shit was a little sweaty. You know what I mean? But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yo, top 5 hood movies, definitely.
And
I'm changing mine now.
We could argue this shit all day. Top 5 of movies. I
for
like
sure.
to see what people say about this shit for real. Like when
Yeah.
we go back and listen to it, we're probably gonna get a lot of comments saying like, "Yo, this hood movie, that hood movie."
Would you consider a comedy like Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice in the hood a hood movie?
Not necessarily.
It's a parody of it.
It's a
Yeah.
parody of a hood movie.
But that joint go in the category with like scary movie. I'm gonna get you
Right.
sucker. And
Candyman.
Okay.
know,
Candyman was shot at Caprini Green, my guy. That's a hood movie. That's a hood movie. Shout out to Chicago.
Candyman.
Yo, Chicago was a hood. Yo, Candyman was a hood movie.
Yeah. Candyman.
He said I'm still scared of Candyman.
Nah, keep it a bug. Hey, keep it a bug.
I heard it's a new Candyman coming out.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, directed by Key and Peele.
Trash.
Directed by Key and Peele. How you know it's trash? Shout out to our engineer.
Right, bros, little bros. Go check him out on Instagram.
Right, bro, little bro says trash. He must have seen it 6 months ahead because they ain't even out.
You know I got the Hollywood plug.
He do got the Hollywood plug, man. Look, what y'all don't know about the deals with this podcast is each and every one of us is plugged in. All right, we might not speak about it every day, but all of us got our hands in the pot.
And it's definitely a team, yo. Everybody
Straight
makes
up.
everybody great around here.
Yeah, man, we all get into the chicken. Then what was we talking about? The hood movies. Salute to the hood movies. That's
Yes,
number
the hood
one.
movies definitely.
I definitely want to throw a salute to them, man.
And with all of the hood movies, rest in peace, John Singleton, man.
Yeah, man, straight up. But shout out to the ones that still living, like F. Gary Gray. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out the Pill. The Pill. Joe Pill.
25 years. You know what I'm saying? Of Friday. You know what I'm saying? Just happened. So
This big shit, man.
shout
Definitely.
out to F. Gary Gray too, man. And there's some other black directors that we missing. Like of course Issa Rae that does Insecure every Sunday.
Yeah.
And then who else? It was somebody else. I was just about, her name was Eva.
DuVernay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She does a lot of dope joints. Speaking of that,
she's a dope person too.
Speaking of that,
My wife in the building, we both appreciate her as women.
Speaking of that, he always this. Speaking of that, right? I don't know if y'all watched this, but it's a documentary on HBO. I don't know if y'all gonna check this out or not, but it's the Atlanta Missing Boys. Have y'all tapped into that yet?
I heard about them doing something about that, but I didn't watch it.
Listen, I don't give a fuck what y'all watching on Netflix right now. Go and watch it on HBO, man. It's called The Atlanta Missing Boys. It's a documentary, and they doing a little episode by episode, but yo, it's dope, man. It's about, you know what I mean, it was a killer who was actually like killing little black teenage boys in Atlanta, and that shit got all the way up to the president and the government, and everybody got in on that shit, man. The numbers,
what did they do to change it?
The numbers was high, but we don't know. We're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna watch. But this is a real story.
Recent?
Yeah.
That real story was on CNN like 5 years ago.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But I'm saying
Did they do anything?
HBO's doing a dive-in documentary, and I just think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? But this story is not a new story. It's not a new story at all. It's been around for a second, but you know, yeah, HBO.
It was something strong that was said in 2 Chainz's last album. I really don't know if she was a poet or she was a historian, but there was a passage in an intro to one of his songs where the lady was just speaking, and something that touched me about what she said is you love black boy strength, but you don't love black boys. So if this is something that's going to lead some light to what's actually happening to the black youth in America, as far as them being kidnapped, as far as them being victimized, as far as them being arrested, this arrest, stop and frisk thing, then I'm definitely for it.
Yeah, you gonna like this joint.
I'm definitely.
I know because you like the 5 joint on Netflix.
Yeah, definitely. That's still something touching to me. That story is riveting.
You gonna like this Atlanta joint. I promise you. You gonna like this shit.
Okay, cool.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
I promise you, you gonna like this shit.
How that man cost though.
Yeah, holla at Scream Man and Cascade was stupid. But yeah, we was talking about hood movies. We was talking about they got into TV, but then they bring us into the music. Alright, so we was talking, before we got on cam, we was talking about artistry, you know what I'm saying, and production, and that's a great segue into, give me one too, fam. That's a great segue into our special guest for this week, who was a producer, been a producer for a long time. Yeah. Take them back to like the days you actually started producing. Like, what did you start with? Because now I know you on the machine and you work with the industry standard shit.
Yeah.
But tell them where you from, how you got down, man, and how you started with all this shit.
Well, man, first and foremost, appreciate y'all for having me.
Boy.
Definitely pull up, check out the podcast.
It's what it is. Yep.
Make sure y'all stay tuned, man.
In the building.
Talented people right here, man. But you know, I'm Rothstein Beats, man. I'm from Las Vegas, man. But I've been in VA now, about 10 years. So, you know, this is like, my home too now. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll take it, bro. Appreciate that. But, bro, I started making beats like...
Yeah, we drink Corona, boy.
On the time.
2000, like really year 2000 when I really, got into making beats. So there was like Casio keyboards and plugging up the output to a tape player and recording it onto a tape.
Yeah, some of my first like songs was recorded on the tape player like that. So
you know what
I
I'm
already
saying?
what
So
time
you
it
like
is.
you had to rig up your equipment, and then after that I started making beats on PlayStation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I
A lot of
remember
people
that.
didn't even know.
Yeah, that's
Matter
new
of
to me,
fact,
boy.
No, I remember that PlayStation had a game called the
MTV,
Beat Maker,
generator.
MTV Music Generator joint, and niggas was getting nice with that
Man,
shit.
listen, man.
Wow.
My homie from Jersey. Matter of fact, shout out to Norfolk State. I did go to Norfolk State.
And
Shout out to
NSU,
NSU.
Green and Gold, you already know that.
Hometown greats,
So,
you know.
I ended up meeting my homie Kai. He the one told me about Music Generator. I was like, man, you ain't make no beat. You ain't make that beat on that PlayStation. That beat was so damn hard. I'm like, nah, bro, you got to show me this. So homie plugged it in. You can actually take the disc out, sample like 10 seconds, like you know what I'm saying, 10 seconds.
Yeah, copyrighted shit.
You know, intervals and shit. And then you can just cook up a whole beat just like that. We used
That's
to sample
wicked,
drums.
man. That's
like, so
wicked.
if DJ Premier left a kick open, I think Nas is like, or one of them, he go. I sampled that shit, chopped it up, and next thing you know, I started making my own
Off
beats
and
like
running.
that.
Off and running. That's hard.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
hard.
So-
That's
so I'm
innovative
from
right there,
PlayStation,
man.
bro, so-
That's what you do when you talented, man. You
You know what I'm
take
saying?
with what you got and you make it great, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
that's what's
excuses, bro. But then after that, I started going into the MPC 2000. That was the first thing I used. And
Shout out to Jay Dilla, you know what I mean?
man, bro, like
Rest in peace.
Yeah, bro, like that. Now that took a lot of time because you know what I'm saying. You got to sample in, you got to chop up. And so I was already used to doing that with the PlayStation. So when I was able to kind of now do it with the hardware, you know what I'm saying, it just kind of make it easier for me. You know what I mean? So I was able to make beats on that. Fast forward, Fruity Loops, Reasons, now I'm on Machine. You know what I'm saying?
And most producers think like the Machine is some of their favorite shit. From
Man.
Nas to Ninth Wonder.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on.
Shout out
Some
to
of our-
Nas, too.
Yeah,
Some
shout
of
out to
our
Nas.
favorite producers now are using the Machine.
Use the Machine,
It's
like,
user friendly,
oh man.
sample crazy. I use it.
Yeah, I mean they pretty much lay it out for you, bro.
Right.
Now it's so easy to cook up and make beats. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen Knots have a conversation and make a beat at the same time.
That's crazy.
Like he talking to us and finding a sample at the same time. Like he's like, yeah, man. And then the Machine was just copying everything, catching all his chops he was doing. And then he just sat there and just put it together. And I'm like, I gotta get this.
Yo, that's
I gotta
innovative
get this.
right there, man.
You know
Shout
what
out to
I'm saying?
Nas, man.
Shout out to
Hometown
Nas,
greats,
Nas,
man.
man.
one of the
Big bro.
greatest producers of all time.
Yeah, listen, man, we working out here, Nas,
Tell
man.
you, yo,
might
for
be time to come down from the mountaintop and help the poor folk again, man.
Yeah, man.
You know
Yo,
what I mean?
matter of fact, we friends on the book, man. So Knots, I'm gonna link
Real
up with
talk,
you, man.
man.
We're gonna get Knots Raw for
sure
on the
gotta have
DJ
him
Diz
on
What It
here.
Is podcast, man. That's for sure. So you say you bump shoulders with Knots Raw. You've been in the studio with him. You know, been and seeing that process of him. What's some other producers that inspired you to get into the game when you first started making beats?
Definitely.
Well, the first and foremost is RZA. So shout out to
Ooh,
RZA.
shout out to RZA
You
for
know
winning
what I
that
mean?
battle a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me-
when RZA Connect.
I was definitely behind Primo, but RZA, hats
I know.
off, salutes up. You won that hands down,
For
bro.
sure, it was a lot of arguments between me and some of my homies who definitely Primo fans, but RZA for me, me personally, that's who I just heard his beats and it just connected.
He in my top 5. Dead
You
or
know what I'm
alive.
saying?
Definitely,
Dead
dead
alive.
alive.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Even somebody like Kanye, he came when I was in college and listened to College Dropout and you know different things. Like he inspired me to want to sample even differently.
Who would you
know
put
what I'm
against Kanye? On
Who would I put against Kanye?
Instagram battle, who would you put against
Just
Kanye?
beats too.
Just beats only. Man, I'd probably say, sheesh, man, Q-Tip or somebody like that. Just on the beats.
Cause Tribe could probably.
Tribe
Definitely got hits.
Tribe
got
definitely
a
got
lot
some
of
hits.
joints.
Like if you just talking beats wise, like if you talking songs and stuff, then you might have to do a Pharrell or somebody who got that song.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, but beat wise, like just hard ass beats. Like I think Q-Tip can hold his own production wise.
That's interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely
yeah.
wasn't expecting Q-Tip.
Yeah,
I
Q-Tip,
definitely wasn't
yeah,
expecting that
that's
one.
interesting. Niggas sleep, but Tribe got those joints.
Yeah, Tribe definitely got hits,
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
I had to go back.
man.
I had to go back and re-examine Midnight Marauders after you. You know, we talked about that.
Yeah,
man.
man. You gotta listen to that low end theory, man.
That's one of my favorite albums all the time.
It makes sense of what they try to tell you. You need that bottom, you need that soul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yo, that's facts. Nobody really paid attention to that.
Yeah,
nobody paid attention to what the the tribe was trying to really say in their message behind the album.
Definitely.
Fun fact, y'all better go back and listen to that music.
Yeah, y'all better go back and listen to that tribe, man.
For real.
It inspire you, man. But as far as back to me personally, just meeting bro, kindred spirits off tops. But me being, I'm still an aspiring artist, but you know, just some of the knowledge that came through here today for bro, I just want to salute you and thank you for that, because you know, sometimes people that are creative bump heads with other people that are creative, because sometimes creativity clashes. And me as an aspiring artist is something that I'm learning as well, you know, as we go along with, you know, artistry. Some things you need to know, you know, everybody's not coming at your neck when they have different views than you about your music or your craft or your whatever.
That's fact.
So don't never take it to heart. Just take it that, like my bro told me earlier, they trying to make your thing better. You know what I mean?
Macaroni.
So respect.
Macaroni Tony. Now that's real shit though. Like when it comes to artistry, I think artists are the most hard-headed, and producers are some of the most hard-headed people in the industry. Cause you can't tell a producer that his beat don't slap if he think it slap. You can't tell a MC that his rap not hard if he think it's hard, man. So it's crazy that you know, like how the artist and production chemistry works sometimes in the studio.
Right.
And that's a great segue, by the way, to see what some of the artists that like some of your favorite artists that you work with already. You know what I'm saying? And like an artist that you probably aspire to work with next.
Man, somebody I work with already. Of course, like just going back, you know, with Dirty Workers, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I end up meeting you,
right?
And you know what I'm saying? And
shout out Bass Keys.
Yeah, shout out Bass Keys.
You know what I mean?
The whole worker team, man. Like they inspired me as a producer to keep making beats. You know what I'm saying? Because they was hyping me up, like yo, style, the joints is hot.
But
you know what I'm saying?
That's big to have as a producer, to have an artist with hunger.
Right.
Because you can make 500 beats at home, but if you don't have an artist that's like thirsty for those beats and wants you to keep working, you'll lose motivation, or you'll get that block the same way artists get writer's block. You know?
Oh yeah. That writer's block shit is real, boy.
Yeah, you'll get that block, and you'll be like, damn, you know.
No, definitely. I mean, when you got, like you said, when you got somebody that you connecting with, you musically, like you feeling their lyrics, they feeling your beats, y'all can come together and collab and say, hey, nah, let's do this instead of do that.
Right.
To make the best record possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you just go with that same attitude every time you do every record, then that's how you do become Kendricks, and that's how you do become, you know, because everybody had a starting point, and then it just really depends on how much you're willing to put into it.
I wonder where Kendrick was when he recorded joints like Section 80.
Right.
Or, you know, those early records. Like, was he obviously wasn't in Diplo's, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't nowhere crazy, so he was probably out the way, making records that he didn't know was going to change the culture. You know what I'm saying?
But what I will say is, when he did come out with Section 80, which was like his second or third joint, like as far as industry goes, once he did come out with that, he didn't sound like anybody.
Right.
He came out with like you said, with a sound that he didn't even know was going to change the world.
Right.
It was all about himself. And people latched on to the stories he was telling and the message that was behind his music. It's what initially made him blow.
Right.
Because now the lyrics go over a lot of people's heads.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Except for the people that know them.
And I'm a Kendrick fan, and I still sometimes I'll be like, yo, you can break it down for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cole saying the same thing you just said on the same song, but broke it down a little bit better. Right. So, like I said, for some, I still get it. I still get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not saying I don't get it. I'm just saying for somebody else, it might go over their head.
Right.
Me being an artist first, and a DJ, and all these other things that involve with music, of course, I'm gonna understand it if somebody's doing a double entendre or something like that.
Right.
The normal fan might not understand that. It'll go over their head. So somebody like Cole might win versus a Kendrick, because he might break it down better. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in the beginning, maybe, because me, what I come in contact with, being an artist, being a fan, is I like to hear a song that is so intelligent that after I've heard this song 10 times, I take something different away 10 times.
Learn something.
I learn something. I hear something, or I take in something differently every 10 times. Just like I shared earlier. the first time that I understand what a metaphor was, or a simile was, or how to be slick on a record was when Jay-Z said, I've had more chicks between my sheets than Essence. And I was
that
like,
metaphor
damn,
that stuck, that double entendre stuck.
wow, that's crazy, because it is a lot of chicks between the sheets of Essence magazines, but if you're a player, then you got more chicks between your bed sheets than Essence magazines, then you golden.
And right, and so and
You golden.
and as
You know
a
what I'm saying?
kid, that line's like, oh wow, you know what I mean? Those
I don't live by that.
He's trying
For a time, that was something that I held on to in my everyday life.
Yeah, but it went over my head though. It did go, like
It went over my head for a while.
I caught it, but I didn't really. If you really break it down literally, like what he really literally meant is I had that many chicks. Like, yo, you had that's mad.
That's mad chicks. How many sheets was in Essence? Like 80 pages?
But just think about all the chicks that ever been in Essence, and it's a women's magazine. You know what I'm
Really
saying?
though, like that's
So
amazing.
that's where you really take the time,
And that's why I
to
learned,
work on
you know
your
what I mean?
craft and really be dedicated. Cause bro, like he really took time to sit and thought of. I know we don't even know how many times he rewrote that line, or somebody even gave him that line.
Right.
Cause you got to remember, if you look at the credits, is multiple people name on it.
But it's crazy
On the
where
hit
creativity
records,
comes
it's
from.
multiple
Because it
people.
could have been bro over there in the corner reading
Right.
Essence magazine, like, yo, it's mad chicks in this magazine,
Right.
and that's where that line was inspired
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
say. You gotta be when you're trying to create. You gotta get in the album mode and be in a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Around other creative people. They're
Right.
gonna make you, still sharp and still.
That's
You know what I'm
definitely-
saying? Like you always say, it, still sharp and still.
Still sharp and still, man versus man sharp as man.
Artists that you work with already. Will you say that West Coast vibe? Like when you're making a beat, per se, when you say West Coast vibe is where you go from, because that's where you're from. Do you naturally make a West Coast type sound beat, or do you get more influences like RZA and them like in your top, inspirations? Do you get more influence from the East Coast?
Well, I mean, like since I've been on the East Coast, I've been having more East Coast influence.
Okay.
So
I mean, it's where you.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's really where you at, cause
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. When I was in Vegas, I get my homies from the Bay come through and give me that hyphy vibe. You know what I'm saying? That Mac Dre, you know they rolling or whatever they got going on. You know what I'm saying? And then when I'm in there cooking up, they like, yeah, man, make something that. You know,
Yeah, I need.
you
that.
know what I'm saying? I need that
Yeah.
bop. I need that energy. You know what I'm saying? So now, if I'm creating by myself, I do that off of how I'm feeling at that current moment.
Right. So you
So
make the beats off your emotion.
Off my emotion, and you know what I'm saying? So if I'm angry, somebody pissed me off that day, and then I get a chance to cook up, I might come out with some heavy
dark shit,
808,
some
boom, you know what I'm
boom,
saying?
bam, bam
But
shit.
but if I'm feeling cool, I'm chilling, whatever, relaxing, then I might have some real chill, soulful. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I'm like that
Since
too.
we talking
I like
emotions,
that.
man, how y'all feel about young Fred the Godson passing?
Oh my
Man.
God, that hurt, man.
Yeah, that
I ain't
definitely
gonna lie,
hurt.
man. R.I.P. Gordo, man.
Yo,
Straight up.
man.
Definitely.
That
Rest
hurt,
in peace, man. I take my hat off. I take my hat off to Shorty, man, because we lost, like I posted the other day, another great lyricist. Because Fred, like I said,
Nice.
gave you those
Nice.
bars that was so intricate, so delicate, so hard, so riveting that you had to go back and listen to it 2 or 3
Fred
times to
was
get everything,
dumb
man.
nice.
Rest in
Dumb
peace,
nice.
Fred.
Yeah,
Real
man.
talk.
R.I.P. to Fred the Godson,
Word.
man. We definitely took
Word.
our hat to
Yeah,
That hurts, man.
I
That
actually
hurts.
had sent him some records. We actually
That
had
hurts.
talked 2 years ago, 2017. We talked about doing some stuff, and then I didn't follow up. He was doing whatever he was
Right.
doing, but we was going back and forth, and he was feeling some records. So I'm like getting hyped, like yo, we gotta do
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But then. Life happens, stuff happened, man. But then to see this, it just took me back to like, man,
You remember chopping it up with Fred? and
yo,
yeah,
man, like I should, you can't take those opportunities for granted, man.
Yeah,
You can't
man,
take
definitely,
those opportunities
definitely.
for granted. So
Rest in peace.
now
Definitely,
from
man.
that, Fred just motivated me to just even go even more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like just attack each situation, bro. So
That's what's up.
yeah, so R.I.P. man.
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace to
Definitely.
Fred, man. And what's so crazy about that whole situation, not only did we lose a great lyricist, we lost into this pandemic that we're living through right now. You know?
Definitely.
And, that just pushes me to tell everybody, be safe. We congregate under 10 or at 10. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm about to ban y'all niggas.
and people we under great scrutiny of symptoms around this bitch, so don't get it fucked up, but we really push everybody under the sun, like, take this shit for real, man. Take this shit seriously, man. Stand your 6 feet, or 8 feet with no mask, like they say. You know, wash your hands, stay safe, man. Stay inside when you can. We here because we need to talk to y'all. We need to talk to y'all, tell y'all how we feeling about how we feeling it. Real talk. That's why we here.
Nah, the real shit though, man. I really did take that joint to heart, man. Fred Godson. Not only just being from uptown and being around those vibes, man, and knowing the type of MC he was. But it makes you look around, you know what I'm saying, at everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, oh, it's my auntie, I called my mother, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been, everybody I've been talking to lately, man, while I'm on the phone with or whatever, man, I just like, yo, I love you, man. Love you, I mean, out the door, whatever.
It's changing the way that we living right now.
Yeah, man, I start saying I love you a lot more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just not.
My God, I love you.
Yeah, man.
Black man, I love you.
Not real talk, man.
Real talk.
I love
My
you.
God, black man, I love you.
Yes, sir. Love
I mean,
y'all,
that's
bro.
truth though, man. Like with everything going on, man, we definitely gotta start showing more love, man, and unify. I saw this in a post the other day. I was like, damn, what did she say? It said, once the outside open back up, we should all put our bread together and start going straight to black businesses.
For sure.
And I was like,
I
yo,
definitely
that unity right there. Do you think will happen though? Do you think when outside open back up, we're only gonna devote ourselves to black business?
No, I think niggas gonna get buck wild. They're gonna get buck wild. Everybody going to the beach. All the girls that couldn't wear their little shorts outside is gonna wear their little shorts outside. Everybody's going back to the gym with a vengeance. Toilet paper sales are going down. And then after that first repercussion of us not having something in the water, then maybe people could get back to their
People mad about that right now. Something in the water is supposed to be going on right now.
Yeah.
Like people probably like just now getting scraped off the beach from binge drinking all weekend, and it's not happening. Shout out to everybody that had tickets too, man. They didn't get a refund yet. Waiting on a refund.
Don't matter, yo. The show is gonna be twice as big next year. I don't know that personally, but I know it is. I know Pharrell. Well, I don't know Pharrell, but I met him personally. And I'm telling you, I know how this kid do shit and what he means to this city. So if something like this, a pandemic for the world happens like this, then something in the water next year is gonna be so phenomenal. Like Kim Jong might be there.
Now, one of our special guests that I got coming up soon, she's actually waiting for this whole COVID thing to be over. But one of our guests is a high-ranking person at Live Nation.
Okay.
And also big time with the festival. So she wanted to come in and talk about how the festival is going to be changed, how it was postponed and not canceled, how the refund process goes, all of that, man. So hopefully in the next week or two we can get her in as well. But yeah, she's gonna come in and talk that concert thing too, and man, and all the other concerts and people that she's brought down too.
Yeah,
so
man. I mean, just to fold over into that, like, just social events, like.
Right.
The baby is gonna stand to lose $7 million not being able to do shows.
I mean, tour this album, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Just release the album, man. You're gonna lose $7 million because you can't do the shows because there's no social gatherings.
What do you think about that? Because I know with production, a lot of production cats don't sign deals because they get trapped up into the same deals that the artists get caught up in, these 360 deals and whatnot, and they end up being stuck, only being able to make their money off shows.
Right.
So the money that they would normally make
Young Jesse in the building.
from their publishing, yeah, shout out to our sponsors.
What's the joint called? Follow
Black Rabbit.
Black Rabbit. Follow the
Damn, you made me forget I was gonna say.
I know, I'm sorry. But back to the
I was saying something.
He's talking about the 360 deal.
Oh yeah, okay. So the producers don't sign deals. They don't get trapped up in the 360 deals with artists.
Right.
When they sign these deals, they only getting paid off of the shows. They're not making no money off of the publishing. They're not making no money off the streams. We talked last episode how streaming was down 20%.
Yeah, that's
so
wicked.
they're really not making no bread off 360 deals. And if they haven't structured their contracts right or had their business set up right, they're losing money like a motherfucker. Baby might be the only one that's like on the media right now, but it's a whole lot of artists not getting no bread.
No check. And I mean, I think the baby, just him as an artist, he may be okay because this is a back-to-back project that he just dropped, and he had a lot of good traction with his first album. But $7 million?
He got money.
He got money, but $7 million, man. If he gonna lose $7 million and he's popping right now, who else?
That's because
is gonna,
he just dropped the album.
Who else are we not gonna hear from anymore?
Man, he was expected to tour, so that's
Right.
what, you know what I mean.
Right.
But that shows, man, you got to be more than a one hit wonder too.
Yeah.
He got to be able to
Yeah,
eat
he
off his
is.
old shit. That shows legacy. And if he don't own none of his masters, because he signed a 360 deal, guess what? That little first album that he sold $5 million on or whatever, he's not getting no money off of them plays right now.
So do you think an artist
At
do you-
all, right?
Do you think an artist like The Baby is or no, because it's The Baby and Lil Baby.
Mm-hmm.
So Lil Baby is who I'm talking about right now. Not the Atlanta guy. I'm talking to the Charlotte guy.
That's the baby.
Dub Baby.
Okay, Dub Baby, the Charlotte guy. He stands to lose $7 million. Do you think his career could withstand something like a COVID-19? Is his music popping enough to be able to stand through people not looking for him, not listening to him, and still pop out after this in the clubs when the clubs open back up?
All right, I can't say yes or no, right? Because, and this is why I'm gonna break it down for
Okay,
you.
be
And I'm
real.
gonna let- and I'm gonna let
Y'all the
Ross-
producers.
and
I'm just an
yeah,
artist.
I'm gonna
just
break,
an artist.
I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna let Ross think it down. But what I see is this: he just started, so as a new artist, it is gonna be hard for him to come back. So I won't say his joint is be completely over,
Right.
but he's gonna have a lot of work to do to keep his momentum going. You know what I'm saying? Because whoever was hot 2 years ago, we don't hear from right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And whoever was hot 2 years before that, we don't even fucking know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What happened to Rich Homie Quan? That nigga was on top. Just
He
like,
was on top.
He was on top. Just like Baby was on top at one point. And
Yeah.
selling a bunch of
Yeah.
records, having
Selling
hit
a bunch of
songs,
records.
about 4 or 5
All the
songs on the
shows.
radio at one time.
Yeah.
Where he at now?
I don't
That
know.
was 4 years ago.
I don't know. And
Right.
I like Quan too.
Right, and that was
Yeah,
4 years
Quan
ago.
was doing
So what
it.
I'm saying is, a new artist, if he don't
Can he withstand?
He gonna
this?
struggle.
That was my question.
He gonna
Can
struggle.
he withstand this?
Well, I mean,
He gonna struggle,
I
that's for
think
sure.
He had some really big records.
I think with his last album, to me personally, he didn't show enough growth to like
Right.
take you to another level because you're already a superstar.
Mhm.
But when you talk about going to a whole nother level of superstardom, you know what I'm saying? Like he can get bigger. It's still people that don't, you know what I'm saying, that don't either rock with him or he haven't made that type of record yet that can get him even more fans. So I think right now with the album he just dropped, I feel like he just dropped it to kind of get out of his situation because that's what people do.
My homeboy-
When people dropping albums that quick, like he already dropped 3 albums already.
Yeah.
Like
Probably trying to get out of the quick
trying to
little
get out
deal
of
he
a quick
signed.
deal
And the
because he
thing
know
about
he
that
not
last one,
eating.
my
He know
homeboy
he
told-
not eating because he took a lot of that money up front.
Right. And
So
my
now-
homeboy said the same thing you said. He said his daughter told him this one sounded like the last one.
It's
She did. My daughter said it. My daughter 13. She was like,
yeah, that's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
like, shit, I did like the Baby, but these last 2 songs, the 2 songs he got on the radio right now sound just like.
Yeah. So you know what I'm
So,
saying? So like,
If she can peep that.
but I feel like it's too. I feel like,
baby.
I feel like you got- if you gonna
COVID-19
do
might
it
have killed
that
your
fast.
fucking career.
If
But
you do
you
it
from
that
Charlotte, I'm
fast.
from North Carolina as well. Big up to you. I hope this shit doesn't hurt you. Get online, start making videos again, cause the Baby, this is the same guy that was at CIAA in a fucking Pamper. All right.
That's your mans.
That's not my
North
mans.
Carolina niggas.
He's a North Carolina nigga. I'm not, just like I said earlier, I'm not with the kooky shit. I'm not with the kooky shit. I'm raw talent. But everyone has their antics. 50 Cent got shot in the face 9 times. Conway didn't come out on that. Conway, I apologize for even putting your name in that conversation.
Oh my
But
God.
it's a whole lot of wow. It's a whole lot of antics that
I
go on
don't
right now.
hear no more. This
I'm just saying, it is what it is. It is
We
what it
can't
is.
have-
Everybody has a gimmick nowadays.
We can't have one podcast without this nigga.
Yeah, I gotta say something about
Bring
Griselda.
it up, Griselda,
And yeah,
man.
and
Come on.
definitely shout out the West Side Gun for this amazing Pray for Paris apparel. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you just copped that?
Nah, I didn't just copy.
And I'm asking.
It just got here. Yeah.
You just copped it because the album just came out. So
The album
you
just
can't
came
front
out,
like
so
you
I
ain't just
definitely,
copped it.
yeah, this is
You can't
brand
front like
new.
you
This is
ain't
brand
just
new.
copy it.
This is brand new.
That's
I paid
fire.
$100 retail for this shirt, and it's already reselling at $300
Why would you pay $1 for that?
because it's great, and I'm putting money into the culture. Yeah, man, it's dope.
That's
Real champion hoodie. That's all.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is.
That's expensive.
That's expensive for a champion shirt, my nigga.
Yo, this is dope. Shout out to West Side Gun.
Get the fuck out of here.
for you, cuz.
I fucking know. I love
We're gonna do
Jay-Z.
bootleg. We're gonna do bootleg.
I love Jay-Z. I'm not spending $100 on your shirt, nigga.
Hey, bootleg,
Fuck outta
champion,
here.
nigga.
Yo.
Champion shirt, put it.
They put a fucking their album cover on a champion shirt sold for $100, and niggas
Yes,
like him
yes,
bought that
it's hard,
shit.
and it's hard.
It's
Yes,
reselling for $300.
it's reselling for
He
$300.
wearing it, nigga. He about to make no bread. I'm
You think I can't get $300 over this if I were on our podcast
no.
tonight? Hey, yes.
Fuck no.
Come
nigga.
get your Griselda official 100 because we don't win fake shit around here.
I ain't
Call
even
me.
mad at them.
Call me. I want the
ain't even
DJ
mad at them
Diz
for that.
t-shirts. I'm selling my shits for $150. If y'all
Yeah.
love me and
Right.
support
For the
me,
love.
buy my motherfucking shirt for $100. God
Yeah.
damn.
But I want to shout out
That-
my homie made this shirt, City on my chest, man.
Right,
Shout out
yeah.
to Tommy Reeman, man.
Tommy Reeman, what up? Big up, boy.
Man, you know what I'm saying? City on
Support
my
the
chest. man.
support the
That's my homie.
culture.
Man, I'm wearing Hanes. I'm wearing Hanes tonight.
Newport News.
Plain black Jones.
Exactly, yo. Support the culture.
Not the
Yeah.
T Fire. I ain't no T Fire, but I ain't spend $100.
Virgil and Westside Gun put this t-shirt together, bro. You had to pay $100 for it, man. And that's on the latter end, bro.
It better be off white for $100.
I mean, it's off white on
That
the back.
shit better be off
You
white.
get me? Yo, Westside Gang, Griselda Gang, we here.
I ain't never seen nothing
Come get
like
me,
it.
Benny. Come get me, Westside. We here. Putting a project together.
I ain't never seen nothing like it, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I love my brother, man. God damn.
Yo, it is what it is, yo. Ain't no dick riding over here. I'm nice too. Boom. Southside C's in the building.
Screaming
But, where we
look
at?
like, yo.
Yeah, 15.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So what else we got, man? We got more to talk about, man.
Yeah, we did. We had a whole bunch
About
of shit.
Reopening of the cities, though.
Yeah, man.
What
How
y'all-
y'all feel about this Atlanta shit, man?
Yo, hold on. First,
I heard, I don't know if it's fake news or not, but it says something like 625 new cases of coronavirus in Atlanta after shit opened.
I believe that shit.
I don't believe that shit.
I believe it.
I feel like that's false numbers.
I believe
feel like all of this shit is false
Why they
numbers.
open up, and it's not just Atlanta, they open up the whole Georgia. And I want to clarify that too, because it didn't just open up Georgia. They opened up Oklahoma and Alaska and another state. So I think like 4 states open
There
up.
definitely ain't no black people in Alaska.
Facts. There's no black
Except for
people
my
in Oklahoma.
homegirl Kendra. What up, bro? You in Alaska and shit doing your thing. Get your bag.
That Atlanta shit or that Georgia shit, I don't know how to feel about that, man. Cause y'all know I don't really speak on the whole conspiracy theory shit. Whatever.
So what? You would have rather them open up Wyoming or something like that?
I don't open up shit. Everybody know this shit not done yet. Don't open up shit. Why
Man,
y'all-
everybody don't
niggas
know
is
shit
thirsty
about
to go
this shit.
outside, man.
Nobody knows nothing
Like
about this shit.
Are you that if they say we're gonna open up Virginia Monday, tomorrow?
I ain't letting my kids go
Nah,
outside.
I'm saying so.
I've been working. I've been working in this shit, bro.
philosophy.
Everybody,
Listen,
I ain't
listen.
going outside.
This nigga just said.
I've been working in this shit. I've been going to 7-Eleven. I've been going to Wawa.
Right, your regular life ain't
I am afraid of Walmart. I will say that. I'm not going to nothing crazy, man. And that's just me in my personal life. I'm cleanly. I wash my hands when I come in the house.
But like
I wash
said,
my
you
hands
said
after I wipe my
your
ass.
regular life ain't changed. So we ain't talking about you.
I'm saying I'm out in the
put
world.
you
though.
out the subject.
If I'm out in the world
Nigga,
and I don't bring it home to
What's
my
the
family,
What's the first thing you said when I was like, they open up Virginia tomorrow? What you gonna do?
No, I'm not letting my
What's
kids
the, exactly.
Nah.
I'm not letting my kids go. So put you out the picture, nigga. We ain't talking about you.
we got a guinea pig.
Nah,
we got a
fuck-
guinea pig people
fuck
first.
that. If they say they open
We guinea pig in
No.
Atlanta and they said 625
If
cases.
they say they open this shit up, right? If they say open this shit up,
Yeah.
the first place to open up like barbershops, salons, shit like that. So those first place your wife and kids going.
I'm
You
just
get a
saying,
haircut
man.
and get their nails and feet done and shit like that. So you can't say, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, man, why they had to do Atlanta first, man? Do something where the girls
If
got
they would have
flat
did
butts at.
here, if they would have did
Jesus.
here, would it made a difference?
What they did it here?
Nah,
If they open up
No,
Virginia,
no.
if they open up Virginia
You know why?
tomorrow, would
No.
you give a fuck?
No, we'd be fine, man. We're a military town.
I don't give a
The
fuck.
country needs the military. There's never gonna be nothing crazy around anything military out here. And if this is something that the government is really, really controlling, they're definitely gonna keep it away from
I
us.
say, wild shit does happen here. You remember the plague in Norfolk?
No.
They had a plague in Norfolk, killed off the whole city.
When was this?
Like back in the days.
Yeah, back in the days.
Don't matter. That shit happens, nigga. Motherfuckers die from yellow fever and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
We live in a swamp.
Hey,
we live in a
look.
swamp. Virginia, that
Right.
shit can happen.
I'll tell you this
Anything-
much:
anything can happen.
if you go to
You
NSU,
look
you
at-
could die from something. Nigga.
Playing that. No, I
Wrap it up.
I feel like
Wrap it up.
because we're a military state, I feel like we most prone to like a biological attack or chemical attack. Or
Yeah,
some
we are
warfare.
the biggest base in the world. We
Right, I feel like if they really wanted to get down and get busy on the U.S., we'd
So
be
that don't raise an
Norfolk would
eyebrow.
be the first ones
That
to
don't
get
raise an
fucked.
eyebrow to you.
No,
This shit's going down in New York
Man.
City. The
No,
most imported and exported cities, one of the most imported and exported cities in the world, not one of the biggest ports of naval shit in the world. No, it hits New York harder than it hits Virginia. Come on, man, this shit is controlled. And I'm happy about that because my kids
like
ain't getting
it's more
it.
population.
Shout to everybody, shout to everybody in the city, and shout to my Uncle Robert too. I told you I was gonna shout you on the podcast, man. Thank you for all the jokes that you gave me. But like for it to hit major cities, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Richmond, isn't even a major city, man. So it's not hitting us. We're a military town. We are essential personnel for the world, fam. So we're not getting that shit. I'm good. We doing a podcast every week, nigga.
This nigga is delusional, bro. Have y'all watched this? Have y'all been listening for the like?
Come on, man. I'm being serious.
You got it.
All right, cool. I'm being serious. We not getting that shit down here. How many deaths has it been in Chesapeake, Norfolk?
Nigga, Virginia Beach got the most cases right now. Right now, out of all the 7 cities. So what you mean niggas can't get it? Cause hell up.
Well, Virginia Beach, southeastern Virginia compared to New York, nigga, is like the numbers are astronomical up north.
Cause they got more people, man. They got more people.
So we
That
good.
shit can spray.
They got more
Spread
towers
real
up
quick.
there.
That shit can spray in an apartment building and
Right.
affect 50,000 people.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got that
And
shit.
it's
I don't got that
it's
shit.
public.
My son don't got
Everything in
that
New
shit.
York is public. So
Right, public transportation.
public transportation. People ain't, you know what I'm saying? People ain't, they don't drive. A lot of people don't drive. A lot of people just ride the bus, go subway. So that's what they do day in and day out. This is what they used to. So it can spread like
That subway
wildfire.
definitely carrying that
man,
Rona.
shoot. You already know.
He said it's, the Rona is on the subway.
I'm
bro.
surprised
that
it even,
It's
on the
I'm
A
surprised
train,
it
people,
even affect
uptown.
New York. That much stuff
That
going
one
on in
train.
New York.
Don't get on the F train, boy.
Jeez.
Nah, I seriously don't, man.
You
It's,
definitely gonna end up where you don't want to be on the F train.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on with the whole COVID thing, man. Like I hate it though. You know what I'm saying? I hate the fact that they killed Fred the Godson.
I hate that.
the fact that.
I hate that fact.
Speaking of that, I hate the fact that Scarface is battling this shit right now.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't know,
I didn't
Scarface is going through it right now as we speak. They saying his lungs just collapsed
Wow.
from this shit, and he's fighting it right now.
Yeah, kidneys.
Alright,
Oh, he's in his
And
kidneys, he said.
too.
Yeah, his kidneys. That's what it is. Not the lung. He's on his kidney failure. He's on dialysis right now.
Praise and blessings to Scarface, man. He is
Yeah,
definitely
so-
an intricate pillar in the culture,
And
man.
I
Like,
love Fred.
Jesus.
I love Fred the Godson to death.
Love
But
you,
I
bro.
definitely love Scarface a little bit more.
Fact.
Yeah,
So
man.
I would hate to lose him too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
So
That's it.
y'all
That shit is crazy,
keep
man.
hip hop in prayer during this whole thing too, man. And us as a people, man, we gotta keep us as a
Yeah,
people.
I'm
in
Yeah,
prayer.
and if you only a hip hop head, man, losing these people is enough for you to wash your hands and stay inside.
Yeah, that's a
Word.
fact, bro. That's a
Word.
fact, yo.
That's just
That's
big
a
facts.
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's pump it up, man. We definitely got.
Yeah, man, cause this shit is getting sad, man. What we got, bro?
We got real somber and sad for a minute. Though. We lost Fred the Godson, man. God damn.
Yeah.
So.